श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्ताम् सदा हृदि स्वादयन्निह सर्वेषाम् त्रय्यन्तार्थम् सुदुर्ग्रहम् स्तोत्रयामास योगीन्द्रः तम् वन्दे यामुनाह्वयम् नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः यत्पदाम्भोरुहध्यान विध्वस्ताशेषकल्मषः वस्तुतामुपयातोऽहम् यामुनेयम् नमामि तम्
श्रीमत्कृष्ण समाह्वाय नमो यामुनसूनवे यत्कटाक्ष एकलक्ष्याणाम् सुलभः श्रीधरः सदा नमः यामुन पाद अब्ज रेणुभिः पावित आत्मने विदित अखिल वेद्याय गुरवे विदित आत्मने नमः अचिन्त्य अद्भुत अक्लिष्ट ज्ञान वैराग्य राशये नाथाय मुनये अगाध भगवत भक्ति सिंधवे
நாலு நின்றரு நம்பழம் மயம் கொடுவினையுடனே கொடுவினையுமே ஆளும் ஓர் குறைவில்லை மனநகம் மலமர கழுவி நாளும் தன் திருவுடை அடிகள் தம் நலங்கழல் வணங்கி மாலுமோர் இடத்திலும் வணக்கொடும் ஆள்வது பலமே.
Please continue to read the meaning also.
மனநகம் மனத்தில் உண்டான மலர மும்மூர்த்திகளும் சமமானவர் என்னும் விப்ரதி பக்தியாகிற அழுக்கு ஒழியும்படி கழுவி விவேகத்தாலே பரிசுத்தப்படுத்தி நாள்தோறும் நமக்கென்றே உரிய திருவுடை அடிகள் தம் திருமகள் குழந்தனான சுவாமியினுடைய நலங்கழல் அழகிய திருவடிகளை வணங்கி ஆசிரிக்க நாளும் நின்று எப்பொழுதும் விடாது நின்று அடும் நம வருதுகின்ற நாம் அறிந்து பழமையும் பழமையாகிய மிகவும் வினையுடனே மாலும் கொடிய பாவங்கள் ஆயுசத்துடனே தொலையவும் ஓர் குறைவு இல்லை ஓர் குறைவும் உண்டாகாது இப்படி ஆசிரிக்கும் இடத்தில் மாலும் ஓரிடத்திலும் சரீரத்தை விடுகின்ற காலத்திலும் வணக்கத்தோடு மாள்வது முடிவது பலம் நன்று.
English by Swami Kesavadas.
Let us purge our hearts free from desires and worship the radiant feet of the Lord, spouse of Lakshmi. Our past karmas will vanish, and we shall not want. Even if death comes, we shall die humbly and well.
It is a repetition, Kesavadas Swami, which we saw last session. And though it's all right, but no problem. The word purge and the last word well are remembered by me that we are very ready. Okay, so let's go. So the second line, mananaha malamara kalvi. That was the quotation. Or kuravillai mananaha malamara kalvi. So there are no lacunae in the Lord, nor we have. So in that way, He has washed our minds Lord has washed our minds. Because we have been doing a lot of blunders, committing a lot of sins from time immemorial, from ancient times, and therefore, in order that these sins will vanish, He has made our mind clear, and He has washed well our mind bereft of dirt. And then every day He is offering His divine feet, and the divine feet are always good in granting our boons. And I just worship the Lord's feet, and especially as the scriptures say, at the end of one's life, we must remember Him. Though there is a one word among the 6 words of Varadaraja, Lord Varadaraja from Kanchipuram to Kurathalvan, Kuresha, Aru Varthai. So one of them was Antima Smriti Varjanam. Though we have support from Periyalvar, from the Tuppudayarai decade, namely, எய்ப்பு வந்து என்னை நலியும் போது நான் உன்னை அங்கு நினைக்க மாட்டேன், நான் அங்கே உன்னை நினைக்க மாட்டேன், அப்போதைக்கு இப்போதை சொல்லி வைத்தேன் அரங்கத்தரவனை பள்ளியாகும். So that comes in the support of Antima Smriti Varjanam, as well as Kulashekara Alva's Mukundamala, namely Krishnatwadiya Padapankaja Panjarantam Adjaimame Vishatumanasa Rajahamsaha Prana Prayana Samaye Kapavada Pittaihi Kantavarodhana Vidos Paranam Kutaste. So though these two support, Vedavakyam is Pramana. The proof is only the scriptural sentence, and it says, whatever you think at the end of one's life, that you become the very. That's all. So here, this is what we call Tatkratu Nyaya in what we call logic in Sanskrit. So whatever we think at the end of one's life, we become that. But here, Lord Himself gives us the benefit of the thought, our good thought in our end of life, namely, we must worship Him. Vanakkodu Malvadu Valame. Valame meaning good. So he has generally, in Tamil or Sanskrit and English also, we say right hand, right side. The right is right, R-I-G-H-T. Right, on you say right, left, right and left. So the right is always right. Left is always bad. Right is always bad. And just one small aspect of our functions in our home. When we do what we call Purva Karyam, we say Mangala Karyam, Purva Karyam, we always put the what we call Kaipul, the darba on our ring finger, two darbas on our ring finger on the left side. And for Apara Karyam, we always put it on the right side. Leave it on. So after Sankalpa, we put it on. And of course, this is looks like odd, left and right change. But that means the right is more important. Right is more important. So let us take the next quotation. Yes. And Keshavdas Swami also can show Stotraratnam 18, so that we will have a repetition of the idea from 18 to 59.
ஏனமாய் நிலம் கீண்ட என் அப்பனே கண்ணா என்றுமென்னை ஆளுடை வானநாயகனே மணிமாணிக்கச் சுடரே தேனமாம் பொழில் தன் சீர் வரபலங் மங்களத்தவர் கை தொழவுரை வானமாமலையே அடியேன் தொழ வந்தருளே. ஏனமாய் மகா வராகரூபியாய் நிலம் கீண்ட பூமியை குத்தி எடுத்து வந்து சஸ்தானத்திலே சேர்த்த என் அப்பனே, எம்பெருமானே, கண்ணா, கண்ணபிரானே, என்றும் என்னாலும் என்னை ஆளுடை, என்னை அடிமை கொள்கின்ற நாணம் நாயகனே, நித்திய சூரிநாதனே, மணிமாணிக்கச் சுடரே, மணிமாணிக்கம் போன்ற தேஜஸை உடையவனே, தேவை மாப்பொழில் தேனு மாப்பொழில் தேனையுடைய மாந்தோப்பு சூழ்ந்த தன் குளிர்ந்த கிரிவர மங்களத்தவர், கிரிவர மங்கையிலுள்ளவர்கள் கைதொழ வணங்கும்படியாக உரை அங்கு நித்தியவாசம் பண்ணுகிற வானமாமலையே, வானமாமலை பெருமானே, அடியேன் தொழும்படியாக வந்தருள், இங்கே எழுந்தருளாய்.
O dark effulgent Vaikuntha Lord, who came as a boar, my father, my Krishna, ever my master of the great heavenly hill Vanamamalai, worshipped by the folk of Srivaramangai Nagar amid sweet mango groves. Pray come to me, that I too may worship you.
So here, the quotation was Mani Manika Chudare. Mani Manika Chudare. Beautifully addressed by the Alvar, as usual by Nammalvar in Tiruvazhumozhi. Sorry, the Periya Tirumozhi. Right. Yenamai. So he came in the form of boar, the wild boar. Nilankinda when Appane. He just dug the earth. So Appane, relationship, Tvameva Matacha Pita Tvameva. Kanna is Lord Krishna. English translation is also good. My Krishna, my father. So we are claiming that we have a relationship. Tava Asmi Iticha. Tava Asmi Iticha from Charamashloka of Srimad Ramayanam. Endrum Ennai Aaludai. Endrum Ennai Aaludai. So you have started controlling me. Vana Nayagane. Vanamamalai. So Mani Manika Chudare. So we say, according to Deshika in Bhagavad Jnana Sopanam, Antarjyotihi. Antarjyoti. He is effulgent, as effulgent as the Manika, Mani Manika, namely the ruby gem in the red color. Then Tenamambaril, he says mango grows are there. So Shirivaramangai is the name of the Divya Kshetram, 108 out of 108. Shirivaramangai. He has come to the earth in order to enable us to worship him. So in Abchavatara, as Vanamamalaye, the very mountain, big mountain, great mountain, that is why Mamalai. Mamalai, it is not Vanamalai, it is Vanamamalai. So Vana is actually reaching up to the sky, skyscraper mountain. So Vanamamalai, and Adiyen Thoda Vandarule. This Lord must come to that place because Nammalvar did not move anywhere. Nammalvar did not, of course, therefore we expect Lord to come to our place. That is the, now again, please remember, this is the, now yesterday I wanted to share my experience, yesterday's experience, namely, when I was reading Vishnu Purana, the beauty, the surprise is, as and when the great boar dug the nether world and got back, revived Bhuma Devi, the goddess of earth, from underground, which was actually she was hidden by the demons, and when he took her up in the horn, HORN, on the great boar, because both of them had an association, and then Narakasura was born. So he is son of goddess of Tusk. It is not actually Tusk, because it is great boar. Yeah, we call horn. Tusk only is for an elephant, mentioned for only elephant. We say in Tamil, Kombu. here it is not dantam, it is kombu. It's actually sharp one. And sometimes the danta is blunt one, whereas this is very, very sharp anga, limb of the Lord. So again, so what happens again? Please remember the creation done during this incarnation, Varaha incarnation, and therefore the entire creation on earth was done. And we say that goddess Mahalakshmi became the goddess of earth, and she produced so many non-living beings and living beings, Achetana and Chetana. And even Vishnu Purana, of course, says that Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Lord Vishnu are almost one and the same, because they came out of Lord Vishnu. So Lord Brahma is Vishnu, Lord Shiva is Vishnu. That's what he says. Sab Brahma Sachiva Sagarisendra Sokara Paramaswara. Look at the meaning here by Pratyavati Bhayangaram. So we wanted to establish the supremacy of Lord Vishnu over these two gods, especially out of the Trinity, and therefore he say beyond these two, Lord is higher. No, though we accept the very great people's saying, we must see God in everything, every object, and every living soul, everywhere, every rather anu, every atom of the creation contains Antaryami, as Vishnu as Antaryami. Therefore, look at everything as Antaryami. Look at Vishnu in everything. That's what we say. So though we say when we perform homam, the what you call fire rituals at home, we offer to many gods the ahutis, and that ahuti is Mahalakshmi. Ahuti is Mahalakshmi. That yajnam, the sacrifice, is Vishnu. The Vedic sentence says, Yajno vai Vishnu, Vishnu vai Yajnaha. So again, so she is a part of the sacrifice and he is a part of Mahalakshmi. And therefore, when we offer to any god, especially in those days, Indra only, when we say Indra, Yasvaha, then we say all offerings, oblations go to Lord Vishnu as their Antaryami. And therefore, everything completely Lord Vishnu, Vasudeva Sarvam. That is the essence of this verse. This is a very famous decade. So let us ask Shanta Madam, if Shanta Bhavati.
வென்றியே வேண்டி வீழ்பொருட்கிறங்கி வேர்கணார் கலவியே கருதி நின்றவா நில்லா நெஞ்சினை உடையேன் என்செய்கேன் நெடுவிசும் பணமும் பன்றியா என்று பார்க்கீண்ட பாழியா நாழியானருளே நன்று நானுய்ய நான் கண்டு கொண்டேன் நாராயணாவென்னும் நாமம். வென்றியே வேண்டி வெற்றியையே விரும்பியும் வீழ்பொருட்கு இறங்கி நச்வரமான பொருட்களை பற்றி கரைந்து வேல்கணார் கல்வியே கருதி வேல் போன்ற கண்களை உடைய மாதர்களின் கலவியை ஆசைப்பட்டும் ஆக இப்படிகளாலே நின்ற நில்லா நெஞ்சினை உடையேன் நின்றபடி நில்லாத சஞ்சலமான நெஞ்சை உடையேனானா நான் என் செய்கேன் என்ன பண்ணுவேன் அன்று முன்னொரு காலத்து நெடுவிசும்பனவும் பன்றியாய் நெடிய ஆகாசத்தை அளாவி வளர்ந்த மகா வராக ஸ்வரூபியாய் பாரகம் கீண்ட பூமண்டலத்தை உத்தரித்த பாழியான் மிடுக்கை உடையனாய் ஆழியான் ஸ்ரீ சுதர்சன பாணியான சர்வேஸ்வரனுடைய அருளே கிருபையினாலே நான் நன்று உய்ய நான் செவ்வையாக உஜ்ஜீவிக்கும்படி நாராயணா என்னும் நாமம் நான் கண்டு கொண்டேன்.
Thank you, Bhavati.
Looking for success, stooping to low ways. I sought to have sex with lurid ones. My heart went roaming. No one could help me, but alas, oh, what can I do now? The Lord of Discus, who took a boar form, his grace in store is a mite full. Well, did he save me? I know the mantra. Narayana is the good name.
Kulandarum Shelvam Tandinum is the famous first verse of this decade, and then we end it by Naram Kandu Konden Narayana. So you have we are talking about the incarnation of great boar again. Pandriyai and Parahanginda Pariyan Ariyan. The one who has the discus wheel in the hand, namely Sudarshan Alvar, and because of his blessing, Nandu Nanaya Nan Kandubanda. Now I know the spell by which I can escape the vicissitudes of life, namely, I was interested in only what you call transitory things, temporary things, fleeting desires. And I was interested in carnal pleasures with women, and therefore my mind did not stay in place. It ran everywhere, helter skelter, and it went awry. And I understand that just like Trivikrama Avatara, I'm just saying this one comparison. So just like Trivikrama Avatara, the incarnation of great boar was so big and as big as the sky, as big as the world. So Nedu Vishumbanavum, that is how he was conquering the demon and got back the goddess of death. And Narayana, the word Narayana, includes all these incarnations because he was helping the human being. Naram Ayanam, Naranam Ayanam, Naranam Ayanam Yaha Saha Narayana. He is the life of the people. He is the pathfinder of the people. He is the director of the people. He showed the right path to the people. And let it be any creation, whether it is human being or anything else. So he is lying down, reclining on the sofa cushion, namely Adishesha, in Milky Ocean, Vyuha Rupa. From there he has created, so he says Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha and Vasudeva. So these four names constitute Vyuha Rupa, and therefore, so he has done it. He has done it. And I understand from Narayana, I can come out of this catastrophe. So this is 18. Okay, I think this concludes. I shall have the booty to read the 18. Vashi Vadanyo Gunavan Rijuhu Suchihi Murduhu Dayaluhu Madhuraha Chiraha Samaha Kriti Kritagnaha Svam Asi Svabhavataha Samasta Kalyana Guna Amrita Udadihi. So let me read it again fast. The sandhis. Vashi Vadanyo Gunavan Rijushutir Murdur Dayalur Madhuras Tiras Samaha Kriti Kitagnyas Tvamasi Svabhavatas Samasta Kalyana Gunamutodadihi. So this is these qualifications of Lord, namely Ananta Kalyana Guna, have come to us also. Please remember. That's why I read it second time. 18. We are to first imitate Lord's qualities and then become the real God. The Advaiti of course says that we become God. But whereas Vishishtadvaiti says, though we are slaves, we have the right to become equal. That's what it is. So you have this, namely, Vashi, I am influential. Vadanyaha, I am generous. Gunavan, I am virtuous. Rijuhu, I am straightforward, frank. Suchihi, I am pure. Mruduhu, I am tender, soft. Dayaluhu, I have compassion. Madhuraha, I am sweet. And Stiraha, I am firm. Samaha, I am equal. Kriti, I am fortunate. Kritagnaha, I am grateful. So, Twamasi, you say Twamasi, you are. With all these qualifications, you are. I said I am. The word I includes the Antaryami, namely God. It is not an Ahankara I, but it is a Sattvika Ahankara I. Legitimate pride with which I say I. So naturally, Swabhavataha, I become I become an ocean of a rather sweet ocean or nectarial ocean of all auspicious qualities. Samasta, all Kalyana, auspicious guna quality, Amarta, the nectar, Udadihi, the ocean. So you please remember, after studying Stotraratnam completely, we have to feel this way. And we have to become that way. Whenever somebody appreciates us, we say, I want to deserve your appreciation, at least in future. Therefore, this is the way that we have to understand. So 18 is very important, connected with 59, and we are happy that Keshavdas Swami has shown. So here, so whatever qualification which we attribute to the Lord, we must also become. That is the advice given by Sri Yamunacharya in his Stotraratnam. And please don't remember what he said the first. Nadharma nishtosmi nachatma vedi na bhaktiman charanaravinде akinchanaha ananyagati sharanya tatpadamolam charanam prapanti. That self-abnegation must be there. And we must also take pride in becoming one with the Lord. Of course, we must become the 99% original, if not 100%.
Swami, I joined later at the start. I have not joined.
Right.
I have one question, maybe silly, but I want to ask.
Right.
It is Stotraratnam. Whether Alanda, he himself named it as Stotraratnam, or later it was named as Stotraratnam.
Normally, that is not the way author does. Only others will. And if I praise myself, that will be wrong, because that will be a sin according to Bharata in Ramayana, because he was blamed for Rama's trip to the forest for 14 years. And then he said, had I been responsible for Rama's, or rather what we call exile, Rama's exile, he lists 144 sins. He lists 144 sins. So out of the 144 sins, number one is I praise myself. So Stotraratnam is not the name given by Aladanga, nor Purana Ratnam has been given name by Parashara Maharshi. Parashara's Vishnu Puranam is called Purana Ratnam. Right, good question. And others will also know that whether author himself there is. Now, please remember one small example. In Kerala, there was a poet called Sukumara. Sukumar is the name, Sukumaraha. And he said, Sukumara Kavi. Suppose I add Tirunarayana Kavi, that means I am a good poet. I am a poet. I'm a poet first. Then only when I have a pride, I can say I am a good poet. Poets are born, not made, as we say in English. And he said to himself, to Sukumara Kavi. And then he wrote a book called Krishna Vilasa Kavya. And he wrote 32 sargas, 32 cantos. Unfortunately, the book is lost and could be revived only up to 12th canto. And even the 12th, up to 12th canto, so far we have no meaning. Only the first 3 cantos have been published. Understand the result also. I name myself. I wanted to name myself by seeing all these names in Vishnu Purana. Suppose I say Governor Tirunarayanan. Governor Tirunarayanan. I can understand that I am a state governor. I think in USA also you call him a governor. So I wanted to say Pandit. Many people say Pandit. Pandit Vasudevan. When I say Pandit Vasudevan, you must know. Pandit is an English word now. Pandit is an English word. Panditaha. So again, I think in future children can be named in that way. Somebody said the Shastri, Ram Narayan Shastri. Shastri means scientist. Shastri means scientist. Not only Shastrajna, but the scientist. Shastra means science. The metaphysics. Today being Vinayaka Chaturthi here, I used to say Vinayaka. V means bird, Nayaka means head. The head of bird is Garuda. So today is Garuda Chaturthi. And somebody was asking whether are you not worshipping Kumbhike Alvar? He is also an Alvar, as Garuda Alvar or Vishwaksena Alvar, Chenai Mudaliyar. I said that we have concentration. If you give Kolkate, we will eat. And for your information, Pullayar Vinayaka has been being worshipped by what we call the grass called Arhampul, the Kushar grass. Not Kushar, not exactly Kushar grass. And we worship Hayagriva with the same grass. Whatever grass that we worship, Pullayar.
That is a Durva. Durva.
Yeah, Durva.
Is the Arul grass.
Arhampul. Durva, right, good. Durva. That is the correct, right Sanskrit word. And Durva we use for Hayagriva also on Saraswati Puja Day. We call it Hayagriva Puja. We are not fanatic, but we have one pointed concentrate. And you have the sentence in Bhagavad Gita, as everybody knows. Patram Putpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prechati. So whatever fruit, whatever flower, whatever leaf, whatever water you offer to God, He accepts. But we have a preference for Tulasi, Tiruthurai for Lord Vishnu, and Bilva Patram for Goddess Mahalakshmi as well as Lord Shiva. And we have special flowers. The hibiscus is meant for Lord Shiva, whereas we have all other flowers for Lord Vishnu. We don't use the Arka flower, Aralipu for Lord Vishnu. But today you I find in temples. Yesterday also I found in Hobilamad. Whatever flower is available, we worship with that flower. We were given that flower also yesterday. Therefore, any flower, Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toy. You said hibiscus. Chambaratipu. Chambaratipu is available in different colors, but red colored one is offered to Lord Shiva. We are not supposed to take, but when other flowers are not available, we have to take. Nandyavatai. We have the word Nandya. We have a flower called Nandyavatai. We don't use that. We don't use Aralipu for our talk. Now, this practice, this habit is out of our devotion to be developed. The devotion must be in a particular what we call way, so that we will concentrate on that. A great scholar used to say, with Mayanai Mannu Vadamadurai Maindane Tirupavai, fifth Tirupavai, Tooyomai Vandunam Toomalat Tuvit Toludu. We have come pure after taking bath, say, physical purity is there. Then mental purity is, I have not plucked flowers from my neighbor's house. Tooyomai Vandunam Toomalat Tuvit Toludu. We pay money and get flowers from the shop. That is different. But we cannot go and pluck flowers from the neighbor's garden. Tooyomai Vandunam Toomalat Tuvit Toludu. We must have this, that what is called frankness, rather straightforwardness. Today we have to buy tulasi for the temple.
स्वादयन्निह सर्वेषाम् त्रय्यन्तार्थम् सुदुर्ग्रहम् स्तोत्रयामास योगीन्द्रः तम् वन्दे यामुनाह्वयम् नमो नमो यामुनाय नमो नमः नमो नमो यामुनाय नमो नमः यत्पदाम्भोरुहध्यान विध्वस्ताशेषकल्मषः वस्तुतामुपयातोऽहम् यामुनेयम् नमामि तम्
Srimad Krishna Samattvaya Namo Yamuna Sunave Yat Kataksha Ekalakshanam Sulabha Sridharaha Sada Namaha Yamuna Pada Abja Venubhihi Pavita Atmane Vidita Akhila Vedyaya Gurave Vidita Atmane
कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः।